so many reasons to prepare. Economic collapse, natural disasters, terrorist attacks. And if you're like me, you understand that defending your family is a critical part of preparedness. You might want to check out this book. It's called Holding Your Ground, Preparing for Defense If It All Falls Apart. It's by Joe Nobody. It came out in 2011, I believe. I've had this book for a couple years and it's just outstanding. It has a lot of great information on defending yourself and your loved ones. He covers topics like key placement of weapon systems, multiple angles of fire, fallback, egress, pre-positioning of supplies, things like water, snacks, medical, the facade, hiding in plain sight, reducing visibility, CPR, emergency response, the perimeter, range cards, rules of engagement, fighting bobs, fighting positions. It's just a wealth of information. He supplies diagrams and illustrations, and he uses examples like rioting and hurricanes to emphasize the need for action plans and means of defense. But no matter the level of the crisis situation, this book is extremely useful for all critical incidents. You know, there are so many people who live their lives with this false sense of security, thinking the government and law enforcement is going to always be there to save them, and it's just not true. The average response time for law enforcement is 10 to 15 minutes, and in some cases a critical incident can only take a matter of seconds. You can't rely on the police to always be there at the right time when your life or your family's lives are on the line. And especially now, due to budget cuts and the sheer volume of crime, no response at all is a possibility. We've got cities in this country issuing warnings of enter at your own risk. Cities not responding to certain crimes, not responding to 911 calls. And now more than ever, I think people are starting to realize this, and it can be extremely overwhelming. Some people who may not have LE experience or military experience, who may have just purchased their first firearm, can feel like they don't know what to do and they don't know where to start. I completely understand, and that's why I highly recommend this book. It has given me the confidence and the security of knowing I have a plan if something were to ever happen. Joe Nobody has a lot of outstanding books you can find on Amazon for relatively cheap. I think I bought this book for 10 or 15 bucks a few years ago. You know, you just can't ignore the evil in this world, and it's nobody's responsibility to protect yourself or your family other than yours. I take that very seriously, and you should too. You determine the outcome. Don't be a patsy.